What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back in here, one more reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. Today, another one from the guy Charleston White. And I wanted to touch this video because it's 1,000,000%. I haven't even watched it, but the title alone stands out to me. It said, "Why black kids want to be like Will Smith over Carlton." And I thought Carlton was lame as hell when I was watching The Fresh Prince when I was a kid. Will got the girls. Will could hoop. Carlton did his little dance, but he was smart as a fool. But they always painted that narrative that being more urban would give you a better outcome than being the book guy. We all know that ain't true in life, but we're going to get into this video and see what Charleston got to talk about. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Get yourself on in here now. You know, the goal is to reach 1,000,000 subscribers and start 1,000,000 conversations. But if we can reach 100,000,000 people and start 100,000,000 conversations, I'm a believer we can kill the narratives in the world. We're just spirits encased in human flesh trying to figure out this thing called life, you dig? We're not nearly as divided as the millionaires and billionaires behind the media want you to think. So if you like what you hear in this video, share this thing far and wide. Let's go.
As far as, for our society coming up, early 80s, going into the 90s and things like that, hip hop and, movies and Hollywood, they glorified poverty. They glorified coming from the bottom. They glorified the struggle. And I know you had said that,
And on God, I thought everybody grew up poor until I got to step outside my environment. But I was in a homeless shelter, and everybody talked about struggling, eating Roman noodles and pork beans and hot dogs. So I thought that's how the whole world was. I didn't know it was rich black people.
You looked into that and was like, man, damn what I'm coming from. I want to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
That seems to be still prevalent to this day as far as the glorification of the bottom.
Yeah.
Coming through the struggle. Do you feel like, we need to change the narrative of, like if you see a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in that Will Smith is he's the catch compared to Carlton being the smart one. Like he's the money maker, looks like he's the Ivy Leaguer. But yeah, we want to gravitate towards my mom and my dad isn't in my life. I'm from the bottom. This is what it is. And it seems like I think we're all motivated by, female interests.
Yeah.
What's glorified in hip hop was glorified in Hollywood. Like, what are your thoughts as far as what's being portrayed for the young youth coming up?
Getting it out the mud. Getting it out the mud seems to be the best concept that we want to grab from. Nobody wants to be an heir. No child wants to brag about that I'm an heir of the whites. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Hilton, Paris Hilton. She's an heir of the Hilton.
Right.
Hilton Hotel.
It's easy for me.
The Bushes. They're heirs of the DuPonts.
Yeah.
Just thank the motherfuckers who make the iodides.
Hey, big facts, man. We're always caught up in this concept that we slaves and our last name is our slave owner. So we want to disconnect ourselves from it, or we don't value it. And to create a legacy, you got to say, damn all that. My last name is Calloway, and it's going to mean something for me, my kids, my grandkids, and my great-grandkids. In order to really create generational anything, disconnect from what the world has labeled you. You cannot serve two masters. You can't serve the world and yourself. So listen to that voice inside of you. Create a legacy for your family, man.
Salt. We all got salt. Just think about that family. They're heirs. Black people don't pride themselves in being heirs. Our pride comes from getting it out the mud and then playing like we ain't got to struggle no more. See, now today's black kids, even in the ghetto, play like they rich.
Yep.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to play like the beginning was a struggle. And now they ain't struggling now.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Whereas they still struggling. Something's happened to our mind, homie. In what
We have been taught to be consumers and nothing more, nothing less. I want to say about 10 years ago, it really hit me that you can go into the poorest environments and see the most expensive shoes, most expensive clothes, most expensive cars. And then when people come back and say, well, that's just because they grew up poor and they spiritually broke and they just need to love themselves. They need a mama and daddy to talk to them about what really matters in life. Because when I grew up poor, I couldn't wait to start buying cars. I had a red and yellow Monty with 22-inch rims. I had a Chrysler 300. I had every pair of Jordans known to man. And inside, I was broken as a fool. I didn't feel good buying all this material things. And so I know how the average young black kid who grows up in a broken home, who the world tells you can't be anything, so you buy all these material things that make you feel better. In reality, make you feel worse. Same with women who are getting the BBLs and getting the lips and the fillers. You're doing all this stuff to feel better about yourself when you got to sit still and be comfortable with who you are. And that's why I say real privilege, it's not about money. It's having a mother and a father that loves you and supports you so you can grow into the human that you're supposed to be.
What we value and see as being dignified. We claim that we struggle out of poverty. But when you look at black people and you hear black people's narrative, they don't have a struggle in America anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I always say, man, if you could not listen to the music and you could only read the lyrics of the top 10 hip hop and R&B songs, how would you think black America felt about each other and being in America? You would think we was balling. We got all the cars, chains, jewelry. We got girl on girl action. We got men with 3-4 girls in a bed. We don't seem like we oppressed. We living like we kings, yet we on the news crying that we oppressed. It's confusing the people around the world. They don't understand black Americans.
Yeah, no. They love to see the glow up.
Yeah.
From what honestly they want to, when they say, hey, they want to be us or they want to study our culture, it's like they want to study the beauty of our culture, not the.
And let's be G, we don't even own that culture. Because most of the dopest dance and music, it comes from the projects. It gets lifted up to some mainstream label. All the kids in the suburbs hop on it like crack cocaine, and it never benefits the people where it started from the bottom. We have to stop glorifying the struggle, stop glorifying culture, because we don't own that culture. We got to start glorifying education.
The bottom of our culture, so I totally get it.
We've always been the black faces on television.
Always.
Yeah.
Remember, white people used to paint their faces black to play us because we couldn't be on television.
Now you just go hire them yourself.
It's going back to that.
There you go.
Big fact. And I say that because I'm an agent. I'm signed with the agency right now. Do you know how many emails I get from my agent to say black only, no Caucasian actors? They want 100% black people on TV. And so we going to think we doing something. We going to think we winning. The agency make way more money than the actors, on God. When I got into this environment and started seeing, I don't want to dig through my emails right now. I wish I had something on available to pull up. But no, man, these agencies are targeting us in a crazy way. And it's all mental manipulation. We got to pay attention to what's going on with the metaverse. You know, I'm a firm believer. Turn the TV off. Drink water. Take vitamins. Get your chakras aligned. Understand how the body works. Because life is about to change crazy. You just heard, at first, I don't know if anybody paid attention. Anytime the word New World Order came up, that YouTube was flagging it and put a conspiracy theory label on it and all that. If you've just heard Joe Biden yesterday say we got to accept this New World Order because this thing is coming. None of this is a conspiracy. This is all real life. And if we don't catch up to what's going on, we're going to be looking up and saying we're behind again. And we got to stop worrying about the 50s, the 60s, the 70s and pay attention to what's happening in 2025, 2030, 2040. Because I can't change what's back there, but I need to make sure when my kids get a little older that it's an environment that they can flourish in. And when they have kids that, they really Gucci, I can make sure they got everything they need, wanting more. Because you only have, they say, I think it's Confucius that says the quote, and it says we all have two lives, and the second one begins when we realize we only have one. So we're aligned on the same frequency, man. Watching this video, you can do anything, you can accomplish anything. We all have one life. And I can sit here and mention Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, and my goal, and I hope your goal is the same, is for 200-300 years the kids to be speaking about Johnny Calloway or speaking about whoever you are, whatever your name is, man. The world is your canvas. Go create art. You can do anything. You can accomplish anything. It's not corny to be Carlton, I promise. My whole life I was growing up to be Will. I'm covered in tattoos. I got baby mamas. I don't want any young man to experience any of the trials and tribulations that I've went through. So my job is to pay it forward. The highest human act is to inspire. Faith, consistency, and hard work. Everything you see around you literally started as an idea and then someone manifested into reality. You can do that same thing. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we out. Peace.